Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is our season recap, or going over all the stats from the 1978 Red Sox season, which we just completed. The Red Sox, as you can see in the standings here, fell just one game short, and back then there were no wild card teams, or else the Red Sox definitely would have been the wild card. But unfortunately, there were no wild cards back then. They finished the season winning their last 10 games. Fell just one game short of the Yankees, and they did win one more game than they did on the actual season. Unfortunately, the Yankees won two more games than they did on the actual season. So, well, technically the Yankees only won one more game, but there was that game playoff, which there wasn't a playoff in this one, so they only needed to win one more than they did on the actual season. So anyway, let's take a look at the Red Sox totals here. On the left here, you can see, we'll use the highlighter here, cursor. So the Red Sox finished overall 182. At home, they were 52 and 29, 642. So excellent record at home. On the road, they had a good record too, 48 and 33. Versus lefty starters, they were 22 and 16, and righties they were 78 and 46. Extra inning games, they really shined. 14 and 7, especially down the stretch. One-run games, not bad, but not as good as they probably could have been. They're just 24 and 21. And they finished the season here with a 10-game winning streak. Longest losing streak of the season was only 4 games, but it's not bad at all. Let's see, runners team versus opponent left on base. They beat their opponents in that rather handily there. 528 runners left on base. And again, if you score a lot of runs, you're going to leave a lot of runners on base anyway. A lot of times. Double plays turned. Opponents turned a few more there. No triple plays in the entire season. Most hits were 23. The opponents 25. The least hits too, so they were never no hit against, and they did not throw a no hitter. In fact, I think there were a couple times they allowed the opponent only 2 hits. I think one of them was at his release. We'll take a look more detail at that later. So total runs, 818 on the season, compared to only 660 for the opponents. So very good there. Almost a full run better. 5 runs to 4 runs for the opponents. 5.05 to 4.07. Total run more. Home runs at home 98 to 76 over their opponents, and on the road more even, 85 and 81. But overall, 183 home runs on the season to opponents who were at 157. They were shut out just 4 times on the season, but they actually did shut out their opponents 13 times. So some very good pitching performances there. 23 times they held their opponent to just 1 run, and 26 times to 2 runs, and 25 runs. 25 times they held their opponents to 3 or less runs. So excellent job overall. So 69, 74, 87 games, over half the games they held their opponent to 3 runs or less. So that's a very good season there. Let's take a look at it against different opponents. Surprisingly, they were only 5 and 10 against the Orioles. Not really surprising. The Orioles had a good team. They did beat up on the Indians, 11 and 4, and the Tigers, which they should have. Milwaukee, they were pretty much at 500 against them. The Yankees, unfortunately, though, they were only 5 and 10 against. So, Toronto Blue Jays, they excellent against them. They beat them in every game they played. They swept the series 15 to nothing. They should beat up on them, but it's even better than they did fared on the actual season. So against the AL East, they were 600. They were actually a little bit better against the AL West, 639 winning percentage. 7-4 against the Angels, 8-2 against the White Sox, only 3-7 against the Royals, who were the division winners. Twins, they were 8-3 against. Oakland 7-3. Seattle, they were only 6-4 against. So yeah, probably could have been done a little bit better against them. Texas Rangers, they were 7-3 against. So that's pretty much the summary there against the AL. Against the rest of the American League. So let's take a look at the primary team stats here. So Bob Montgomery only played 13 games, but he led 323 average. Jim Rice fell just 2 points shy of his average for the season. He had 315 on the actual season, but he destroyed his home run total with 7 more home runs, 53 and 145 runs batted in, 6 more RBIs too. Not sure exactly how he fared with strikeouts and RBIs, but hit by 8 pitches, grounded 17 double plays. Triples, he ended up having 10 on the season. He had 15 on the actual season. 213 hits, though. Excellent there. So he definitely should be in line and should win the MVP of the AL. No problem there. Dennis, we'll take a look at the pitching in a second there to show you how the Red Sox fared there. Jerry Remy had a great season, 295, above his average. He had like 278 or 280 for the actual season, somewhere around there, so he's doing a bit better there. Fred Lynn, I think he hit 298, so average a little bit lower, but he did hit 5 more home runs and knocked in quite a few more runs. Carlton Fisk, about where he should be there. A little less power. I think he had like 20 or 21 home runs, so a couple less there. Burleson, pretty straightforward there. Yastrzemski, average a tiny bit lower, but equaled his home run total for the season. Hodgson actually was 20 points above his average for the season. A few less home runs and a few less RBIs, and he gave it over 80 RBIs. Fortunately, they sold Bernie Carbo. They along with Zimmer there, pretty much. He definitely would have been welcomed down the stretch off the bench, and they probably could use him as another outfielder. As Evans got beamed somewhere in September, I think, and missed a lot of games there, so I think they could use him defensively there and gave some of the other players a spell. The Boomer actually did better in the replay. He was 15 points above his average, and I think he only had 12 home runs, so he had 4 more home runs than he did on the actual season, so a little bit more production from him. Evans, production-wise, excellent too. I think he had a few more home runs, and he pretty much destroyed his home run total. I think he only had in the 60s for RBIs, so he definitely did much better there, much more productive in the games that he did play. Bailey actually a little bit better, I think. A couple of home runs, and Fred Kendall is where he should be. Bobby Sproul actually was a surprise in those couple of starts that he had. He was 2-0. I think he had 3 starts. He was 2-0. Did not win any games in his actual career, I don't think. But did 2-0 in the season here. Helping the Red Sox a little bit there. Dick Drago had a good season. 36 earned run average, 8-8. But the surprise definitely is going to be Dennis Eckersley, who was 25-8. He was 20-8 on the actual season, so he won 5 more games a lot of them down the stretch. And ERA is at 2.79 or 2.99 on the actual season, so that even a little bit better. Let's see here, we had 18 complete games and 3 shutouts. So Mike Torres also did well too. He had 2 more wins than he did on the actual season. He was 16-13 on the actual season. He was 18-7, so he outperformed himself a bit there. And actually, I think his ERA was, I want to say, close to a run better than in the actual season. So he did well there. Bob Stanley, not quite as good a season, although he was a little bit better down the stretch. He actually won 15 games, many of them out of the bullpen. That's kind of hard to equal for a reliever. But overall, down the stretch, he did improve a little bit, although he was a little shaky at times. El Tiante won, I think, one more game than he did on the actual season. Ended the season strong as he did in the actual season. Bill Campbell was okay out of the bullpen, 7-2. Bill Lee, not used a lot as a starter down the stretch. Jim Wright, he had one more win, but a couple more losses. He might have been like 8-8 or 8-7 on the actual season. Andy Hassler, Bergmeyer, not so great overall. Ripley was horrible. Even worse than maybe even a couple runs worse ERA. But overall, the pitching staff was very good. 3.50 earned run average. Can't ask for much better than that overall. So that's your primary stats there. Secondary, not really a lot to look at there. If you guys want to stop, you can look at that. The righty matchups there. Jim Rice surprisingly only hit 250 against the lefties. He did have 10 home runs and 180 at bats, but he absolutely destroyed right-handed pitching came 335 with 43 home runs. There. Packers of 195 against the righties against them. Drago 184 against the righties, which you would expect. And you would expect Campbell to be much better against the lefties, which he was. He had like that 7R or whatever it was, so he was a righty. 7L, much better against the lefties. So, alright, so let's move on to the. Actually, we'll look at a couple more things on here. We'll be interested in stats, fielding, look at the obvious. Hobson. 40, I can't quite see that because of the TV. It's got a little blip in it there. Let's see here. So the Hobson committed 39 errors, which would have been more if he would have kept them in more. He saved a few errors on that. Definitely leads the Red Sox. This, though, surprisingly had 23 errors, which is pretty high for him. Burleson only 11 errors at shortstop, so excellent season for Burleson. Trent Duffy had 10 errors and only. How many chances did he have? Yeah. 30. 10 out of 30. Range checks, I think. Burleson had 171 range checks and only 11 errors, so excellent. Yeah, Hobson was 66 range, 66 error checks and 39 that ended up being positive for errors. So, depending on what you would expect there. I did hear he had a bad shoulder too, so that added to it. The probably still would have been pretty high. Fielding traditional. Look at that if you like. Detail. It's California, they hit 327 against Minnesota 318. Against the Yankees, they only hit 250. Display. Stapling usage for the most part here. And Sam Bowen we used a little bit too much, but he didn't get many at bats anyway. And then I want to strength Duffy a little bit over, but all in all, we stayed within range. Pretty good range of usage. pitching wise, especially he did well. So Bobby Sproul did kind of overuse him a bit, but we wanted to get him some usage, and plus he was pitching well, so we used him a little bit more than probably on the actual, definitely more than on the actual season. Let's look at compare here. You can compare Rice. Let's see. Let's look at Rice. Let's look at the hits for everybody. So I think the first part is the second one is the replay. I think. Let's take a look at home runs here. No, actually, it's the first one is the replay. That first one is the replay. So let's see here. So the 208 hit. Remy had 9 more hits. Carlson had 15 more hits. Rice had actually 5 fewer hits. Yastrzemski, 3 fewer hits. This right on. Landis 1 below his. Scott 4 more hits. Evans 6 less hits, but a lot more productive. Hobson actually had 8 more hits. Programmer 4 more. Duffy 2 less. Bailey 2 more. Hancock 3 more. Montgomery 2 more. Owen 1 more, and Kendall was right on. Doubles wise, let's see, let's just look at the ones that stand out. Remy had 6 more doubles in the actual season. Nobody else was. Freddie Lynn was 9 more doubles than in the actual season. Nobody else pretty much right there. Hobson 5 fewer. Triples wise, Remy had a couple more. Wilson had 10 triples, and he only had 5 in the national season. Rice had 5 less. Those 15 is really hard to duplicate. Everybody else is pretty close to what they should be. Home runs. Rice had 53 home runs. I don't know why it says 52 here. That's, I think I prorated that, but 53. So he has 7 more home runs. Yeah, it's prorated, that's why. President of 3 more doubles. Everybody else is pretty much right on. Rice did have 12 more walks. Everybody else is really close. Hobson 9 more walks. Strikeouts. Rice had 9 more. Everybody else is pretty close. Hobson had actually 13 fewer strikeouts. Everybody else is pretty close to what they should be. Scott had 9 fewer. Let's see. Strikeouts. I think we had fewer strikeouts, 16 fewer. Whereas 8 more. Keon 8 more. Now walks wise, Keon was had more. No, he didn't actually. Actually, wait. Yeah, he did. Yeah, 65 and 57. He was better down the stretch. Torres actually 20 less walks than on the actual season. Interesting stats there. Bill Lee had 15 fewer walks. He didn't walk or strike out a lot of people. Anybody else? Nothing that significant here. Home runs pretty close, although Jim Wright though was awful with home runs. He had 17 home runs allowed. He only allowed 8. And Ripley was absolutely horrendous too. 21 home runs allowed. And he only actually allowed 10 in the actual season. So as bad as Ripley was, he was worse than Replay. Alright, so it's a usage display there. Comparison. The actual replay. Jim Wright's really close to his. Actually, everybody is pretty close. Remy was 17 points higher in his average for the season. Wilson was 27 points higher. Rice is 2 points lower. Yastrzemski 8 points lower. This right on. Lynn pretty close to 6 points difference. Evans, Scott was 15 points better. Evans was 8 points worse. Hobson 20 points better than the actual season. Rogan with 12 points better. Duffy, 27 points worse. Bailey actually 20 points better. Hancock 45 and limited usage points better. Bob Montgomery 82 points better than on the actual season. Again, limited at bats, but Sam Bowen much better, almost doubled his average. Or Kendall right on what he had for the season. ERA-wise, Bergmeyer was a little over a run worse. Campbell a little bit better, about half a run better. Drago much better, about 3/4 of a run better. 7/10 of a run better, about, I guess you said. Obviously, 20.20 points better. 2/10 of a point of a run better. Lee right on, pretty much. A little bit worse, not much. Stanley about half a run, a little over half a run worse. Well, it seemed worse than that. Can't right on. Torres, Torres a full run better in the replay than in the actual season. Jim Wright, a run worse. Ripley, almost 3 runs worse than in the actual season. Wow. Rose, I don't think he even pitched. He did pitch a little bit, I think. Sproul much better than in the actual season. When they used, of course. Maybe Hassler was a little bit, almost a run worse. 3/4 of a run worse. So interesting to look at. Let's go back up to team stats here. Alright, so now we're going to go over to standings. Pretty much don't need to look at any more of those. They're kind of described there already. So I'm going to expand these a little bit more. Okay. Alright, actually, we can get rid of this one. So we just bring up this bell thing. Alright, so let's look at the averages here. So Amos Otis ends up winning the batting title. He actually hit 298 in the actual league. Actually, Rod Carew hit 333 to lead the league, and Carew is finished third with 321. Now Oliver was not in the top 10, or yes, he was. I'm sorry. Now Oliver hit 324, 323 in the replay. Oh, and actually Rod Carew, Rod Carew 321 to 333. Nella 318. And he was 314 on the actual season. So again, very close comparisons here. Jim Rice was 2 points off. Arnie Lansford hit 314, and Lansford was not in the top 10. Top 10 was Munson 297 before. Let's see, Roy Smalley 307. Smalley not in the top 10 there in the regular season. Jason Thompson 303. He outperformed in the replay. Lou Whitaker 301, and that's he outperformed there. Ralph Garr. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the next one that's kind of interesting. Jim Rice leading at bats. What he did in the natural season, 677 in the natural season, 681, so very close there. He played in every game. Runs scored, Don Villa, I believe, 130 in the replay. In the actual league, it was Ron before with 126, before with 105. Jim Rice had 116 runs scored in the replay, and he had 121 in the actual season. Okay. Hits-wise, Rice had 213 in the replay. Oh, so maybe that was the replay one, 213. Okay, so 213. And actually, he had exactly 213 in the regular season, too. So, tied his hit total for the season. That's pretty cool. So, doubles, Fred Lynn led the league with 45. And Lynn had 33 in the actual season, so he definitely outperformed himself there. George Brett in the actual season was the league leader with 45. And Brett had 44 in replay. So been really close there. Triples, Mitchell Page led the league with 13. And national season, of course, Jim Rice with 15. Mitchell Page was not even in the top 10. Top 6 here, they're much bigger tied. Dan Ford and Rod Carew in the actual season had the most. Dan Ford. No. So different point totals in there. Home runs, Jim Rice led the league with 53 in the replay, only 46 to lead the league in the actual, in the actual season. Don Baylor and Larry Heisel had 34 home runs in the actual season. And Don Baylor had 48. Don Baylor outperformed himself by 14 home runs. So Don Baylor much better replay power-wise there. Nico Carty was a surprise, 41 homers. Let's see if he was in the. No, he was not even in the top 10 there. Oh, yes, he was. I'm sorry, he had 31 in the actual season. So he outperformed himself by 10 home runs there. Gorman Thomas, no surprise there, 35. Larry Heisel 34 in the actual season. Thomas had 32, and Heisel had 34. Heisel right on with this home run. So Reggie Jackson with 32. And in the actual season, Jackson had 27. All right. Let's see RBIs. Jim Rice. Jim Rice squeaks it out against Don Bill with 145 in the actual season. He had 139 and Baylor had only 99 in the actual season. And he had 141, so Baylor with 42 more RBIs in the replay than he did in the actual season. Wow, that's incredibly a lot more. So 42 more ribbies. Rico Carty 110 in the replay. And Rico Carty had 99 in the actual season. Larry Heisel 103 in the replay. And Heisel had 115, so he underperformed a bit there. And Richie Zisk with 102 in the replay. And Richie Zisk not even on the top 10. Daniel Murray with 95 in the actual season. So let's see some surprises up here. Jason Thompson with Jason Thompson 99, 6 in the actual season, so 99. Andre Thornton was a disappointment. He had 105 runs batted in and 33 home runs. Didn't even pass. He had 29 home runs. So only 4 home runs off, but a lot less production. So we need to make the top 10 there. 12 or whatever it is. 12. Walks, Ken Singleton led with 128. Singleton had 98 in the actual season. Hargrove led with 107 walks in the actual season. He had 102 in the replay. Andre Thornton did have 95 walks though, so that's good. And he had 93 in the actual season. Intentional walks, Robin Yount in Minnesota led with 17. Find intentional walks on here. Okay. Intentional walks here. In the actual season, Rod Carew led with 19 intentional walks. Rod Carew had 16 in the replay. Daryl Porter was second with 14. And he wasn't even on the list here. Jim Rice had 14 intentional walks in replay. And in the actual season, he only had 7. He grounded to double plays. That was Lyman Bostock in the actual season with 26. Grounded to double plays here. Actually, let's go back to the order that they have. The strikeouts, Gary Alexander led with 148. And he actually led in the actual season with 166. So again, a little bit less than their replay, but still led the league. Jim Rice was second with 138 strikeouts. In the actual season, he had 126. Dwight Evans, 131 strikeouts in replay. And Evans had 119 in the actual season. May and Reggie Jackson, 129 apiece in the replay. And Jackson had 133 in the replay. In the actual season. And Lee May had 110. Alright, so let's see what's next here. If I pitch, John Baylor led the league with 18, no surprise there. Baylor led with 18 in the actual season. That's very realistic there. Reggie Jackson was second with 12. And Jackson was second with 9 in the replay. In the actual season. Carlton Fisk with 11. Okay, Mr. Burke is chiming in. Alright. Okay, sacrifice hits. In the actual season, Campaneris led the league with 25. And Campaneris is not even on the list here. In the replay, it was Roy Smalley with 23. And Roy Smalley had 23 in the actual season, too. So Luke Mel with 21. And Mella did not it wasn't even the top 10 here. Jerry Remy actually was, in the actual season, had 14 sacrifice hits. And Rick Burleson actually had 16, so Remy wasn't even on the list there. And Burleson is not on the list in the actual season. Okay. Let's see. Stolen bases. Rio Cruz, the Seattle led with 70. Stolen bases here. We'll go different order. Around my stolen bases. I see my caught stealing, but I don't see the stolen bases here. Gotta be here somewhere. It's bizarre. I don't see stolen bases on this thing at all. It's gotta be there though. Stolen bases. We haven't had stolen bases yet either. That'll come in a minute. Oh, here we go. Stolen bases. So Ron LaFleur in the actual season led the league with 68, and Ron LaFleur has 67. So Leo Cruz was able to get it with 70 in the replay, and Cruz had 59 on the actual season. Bump Wills had 67 for the Rangers, and Bump Wills had 52 for the Rangers in the actual season. A few more there, and Delone for Oakland had 61. Delone had 50 in the actual season. Alright, you there. Stolen base percentage, Rod Carew, 958. Stolen base percentage. the Astral season, Peru was way down at 79%. So Peru's actually had the best home base percentage, 85.51%, believe. And he had 843 in the actual season, so pretty close there. George Brett, surprisingly, 897 home base percentage, and Brett is not even on the top 10 here. So he fared much better in the replay. Willie Wilson, 879 in the replay, and 79% in national season. That's just a few there. Throwing double plays. Nettles led the lead in the replay with 26. Nettles had 20 in the actual season. Actually, Bosca led the lead with 26 in the actual season. And Bosca not even on the list in the replay. Munson was second with 23 in the replay. And Munson was tied with Nettles fourth with 20 in the actual season. Okay, hitting streak, longest hitting streak of the season was Jason Thompson with 23 for the Tigers. Hitting streak here. Let's see the hitting streak here. Hitting streak in the action in our baseball reference here. Anyway, let's look at the ones in replay. So it's Jason Thompson with 23, Lou Piniella with 21. Ricky Miller, the ex-Red Sox, with 19. Bernie Carbo. Wow, Bernie Carbo had an 18-game hitting streak. I wonder if that was partly with the Red Sox, too. Bernie Carbo, 18-game hitting streak. We definitely can use that. Bernie Carbo with not a very good pinch hit average, only 227, but not too many batters qualified there. But he had a 300. Terry Carley led with the Orioles. Had a 300 pinch hitting average. We have pinch hitting average here. Stats. Now let's see it. Okay. Slugging percentage, here we go. Jim Rice led the league with 611 slugging percentage. It should be here somewhere. Okay, Jim Rice led the league with 600 in the actual season. So he fared a little bit better in the replay. 611. Minnesota's second in the replay at 584. Minnesota was fourth at 525. And the national season is Larry Heisel second at 533. And Heisel, wow, Heisel not even in the top 12 here. Ron Thomas, 578 in the replay. And Thomas was 515 in the national season, finishing sixth. Okay, on base percentage, Minnesota's 425. Rod Carew actually led the league with 411 in the actual season. Carew had 392 in the replay. Singleton was second in their replay with 410. And Singleton was second with 409, so really close there. Jim Rice did not even make the top 10 in the actual season for on-base percentage, surprisingly. But he was finished 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, I think. 8 there. 8 with a 376 on-base percentage. Runs created, I don't think that is on the but see the runs created in 27 outs. But anyway, Amos Otis led the league with 10.1 per game, pretty much. 27 outs. Jim Rice second, 8.5. Total average, Amos Otis, that should be on here. Total average in baseball reference here. Anyway, total average, Amos Otis led the league with 1.170. Jim Rice close behind with a 1.006. Okay, here's the one I want to look at. Total bases, 416 in the replay, which beats his total bases in the actual season. He had 406 in the actual season. So Eddie Murray was second in the actual season with 293 total bases. So Jim Rice destroyed even Eddie Murray by 113 total bases for separating them. In the replay, not so much of a difference. 70, still quite a bit, but Don Baylor was second with 346. In the actual season, Don Baylor had 279. So Don Baylor, again, probably the most improved leader, definitely. Probably look at his totals with the California after we've done this. So batting average, let's see. So we throw Cardi 309. Fred Lynch up there with 304 total bases. This was finished seventh in the actual season with 271. This is not anywhere on there. The batting average versus the lefties, Leon Roberts with Seattle 425. That should be here. Let's see it here. Let's see. Anyway, let's look at it like in the strap. So batting average versus the lefties, Leon Roberts 425, Reggie Jackson 407, Carney Lansford 368, Morales with Minnesota 365, Cora from Seattle 362. So home run versus the lefties, Jim Rice had 10, one of the others tied with 10. But Don Baylor had 19 home runs versus the lefties, followed by Larry Parrish and McKay. McKay was a surprise in Toronto. He had a lot more home runs than he did on the actual season. 17 on the replay, only 7 on the actual season, something like that. Batting average versus righties, which Dower led the league with 346. Baltimore, Amos Otis with 337. Amos Otis had a very good year too, even better than he had his actual season. Jim Rice 335 against righties. Home runs versus righties. Jim Rice far and away the leader there with 43. Don Baylor with 29. Gary Alexander with 27. Gary Alexander had almost all of his home runs versus righties. Let's see now, fielding percentage here. These are defensive ones. George Scott, third in the league there with 7-11. So these are the how many times on the X charts they have any time the range checks came about, how many times there was the percentage of successful range checks there. So Google was third in the league. Chris Chambliss far and away the leader at first. Second base, Billy Randolph won that one. Jerry Remy pretty close though. 33 third, finished third there. Third base, no surprise there. Greg Nelson, Dougie Sensei is in the league there. Coach Hodgson 242 So 24% of the range checks were successful with Hobson. Wow. So Hobson did make the top 10 out of 10. Well, you can see that the gap between him and the next worst guy, Phil Stein. Phil Stein almost doubled his total. Almost, not quite. Arn Lansford did double his total percentage. So Rick Wilson easily won there over Mark Belanger, even better than Belanger. Not easily, but significantly. Bucky Dent was third. In the outfield, Rick Manning was perfect in his range checks there. Fred Lynn was finished fourth. Dwight Evans finished seventh. Catcher-wise, Darryl Porter, number one. This finished sixth. He did not have a good overall range check in all. Hobson led the league in errors with 39. No surprise there. Robin Young had 30. Freddie Patek with 28. Tom Piskia, definitely a subpar defensive team there. Finished 10th with 23 errors. Tied for 6th or 7th there. Opponent steals. Yeah, 85 steals against Fisk. That was not good. Opponent stolen base percentage. And he was not even in the top 12 there, so he did not have hit a subpar. Larry Parrish actually threw out half the base runners. 19, a little less than 45%. Bruce Robinson, 4.583. Munson not on the list there either. Let's see wins. Now we go to the pitching. Let's load up the pitching here. Standard pitching. Let's go with the individual pitching. Let's see where's that. Trying to find the individual leaders here. Let's get that here. There we go. Leaders. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's open up. First few boxes here. Okay, so for wins for the season, Paul Switchup just beat out Eckersley with 26 wins. So I think it's either going to be Switchup or Paul will probably win the Cy Young. Eckersley's going to be in the talks there, definitely. So let's look at the actual win totals here. So on the actual season, Guidry led the league with 25 wins. In the replay, Guidry only had 21. Mike Caldwell was second with 22 in the actual season. He had 25 here. Eckersley only had 20 wins on the actual season. And he had 25 here. Figueroa tied his with 20. Leonard had 21 in the replay. And Leonard had 21 in the actual season. Jim Palmer had 21 in the replay. Palmer had 21 in the actual season. But John Matlack won 20 in the replay. And Matlack, he overperformed himself. He didn't even have 18. He had less than 18. He's not even in the top 10 in the actual season. So he had a great season. Losses. Let's get losses here. If I can find losses. I don't know if they have it here. Probably should have it. Oh, here it is. Way down here. So Rick Wise led the league in losses in the actual season, hit 19, and Rick Wise was not even at less than 15 or less. So Wilcox in this one had 19. Wilcox wasn't even in the top 10 in the actual season. If there's any that match here. Sorensen 19 in the replay. Sorensen, no. So these are a lot different. Except for Kravik. Kravik had 18 in the actual season. No, 16 in the actual season, 18 in the replay. Mike Flanagan had 17 losses in the replay. And he had 15 in the actual season. Jim Slayton from Detroit had 17 in the replay. No, he wasn't in the actual season. So surprisingly, no Blue Jays guys. There is a Seattle guy with 17, Jim Colburn. He was not in the actual cut. A lot of Toronto guys in the actual season. There was Jefferson with 16, Underwood with 14, or Romancek with 14, but not in the replay. So much different there. Because that's something that's more subjective by the other players do too. So winning percentage, Mike Caldwell 862. So winning percentage is Guidry with 893 in the actual season. So Caldwell 862, and in the actual season he was 710. So switch off 788. Switch off was not even in the talks in the actual season. Figueroa 769 in the replay. Figueroa 690. Eckersley 758. Eckersley was 714. So I have a feeling that Mike Caldwell is probably going to win the Cy Young as great a season as Eckersley have. I think Caldwell might win the Cy Young in the replay, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Next, ERA. Mike Caldwell, 186 ERA. How can you not give it to him? Caldwell 186 ERA in the replay, and Guidry led the league with 174 in the actual season. Guidry was second in the ERA with 221. He said 174 in the actual season. Matlack in the actual season was 227 ERA. Matlack was 253. So 227, so a little bit worse. Ferguson Jenkins in the replay 230 ERA. Jenkins was 304 in the actual season. Rick Waits for Cleveland was 262 in the replay. Waits not even in the talks in the actual season. Dave Goltz 272 in the replay and 249 in the actual season. Larry Gura was 272 in the actual season and 289 in the actual replay. Mike Torres snuck in there. 292 versus like 396 or something like that, or 386. Alright. So innings pitched, Mike Flanagan led with 312. In the actual season, it was Palmer with 296. So Flanagan only had 281 in the actual season. Dennis Martinez for Baltimore. So some Baltimore guys with some heavy innings there, over 300 for Dennis Martinez. And Dennis Martinez had 276 in the actual season. Dennis Leonard, 306 for Kansas City. And Leonard had 294, 2/3 in the actual season. Jim Palmer, 306 in the replay. And Jim Palmer led the league with 296, so he didn't outperform himself. So Eckersley, 283 in the replay. And 268 in the actual season. There you have it. Okay. Total batter space, I haven't updated that one. That was Mike Flanagan, 13.6. That's one you don't want to leave the league in. That means he didn't pitch that great. Well, not necessarily, but games pitched, Bob Stanley was 69. Stanley was not even in the top 10. And Lee Lacy was 74. And Lee Lacy had not even in the list there. Steve Lowe was tied with Stanley with 69. And Steve Lowe actually had 69 in the actual season. Jim Lowe beat the Red Sox at 66 for the Chicago, and he had 59 in the actual season. Rich Gossage is 64 for the Yankees, and Rich Gossage had 63 in the actual season. Right. The game started. Mike Flanagan and Dennis Leonard with 40. The game started. Was Leonard and Flanagan with each 40, so that was exactly right. Well, these should actually be right, because that's how we these are going to be all the same. And Martinez and switch up. Yeah, so these will be all the same, because we use the as-played liners. Okay, let's look at, look at games. Mike Caldwell with 25 complete games. Caldwell, I don't think he must have had 34 or less starts. He's not even in the top 12 for starts there, so he had a huge percentage of his games finished. Only had 1.86 ERA, so definitely you got to give Mike Caldwell that MVP, the Cy Young. So complete games, Caldwell did lead the league with 23 in the actual season, so very close to that one. Leonard with 20. Leonard had Leonard didn't fare nearly as well for complete games in the replay. He had 20 in the actual season. Jim Palmer in the actual season had 19. Jim Palmer had 17 there. Eckersley, though, snuck up 18 complete games. In the actual season, he had 16. Right along here, games finished, and then Roche led with 57. We'll have games finished here. We have games finished here. Okay. Stanley was second. 49 Gossage. Saves, here we go. LaRoche, California with 32. Gossage had 27 to lead the league. Also with 25 if you like Stanhouse with 23 for Baltimore. He had 24 in the actual season. And Halbosky, the man Hungarian, had 23 saves, and he had 20 in the actual season. So it was pretty close. Stanley had 17 saves, and he had 10 in the actual season. But he did have 15 wins. Okay, save percentage, LaRoche 914. We have save percentage here. Yeah, I think they do. I can see it right away. Anyway, let's see, shutouts, here we go. Mike Caldwell, 9 shutouts. And in actuality, Guidry led the league with 9 shutouts in the actual season. So in the replay, Guidry had 3 or less. So Jim Palmer had 4 shutouts. Caldwell, 9 shutouts. How can you not give them the MVP there? I mean, the Cy Young. So Jim Palmer, 4 shutouts in the actual season. In the replay, 6 in the actual season. Caldwell had 6 shutouts in the actual. Switchock with 4. And Switchock did not make the top 10 in the actual season. So he did well there. It's allowed Flanagan. Flanagan was 271 in the actual season, 326 in the replay. Sorensen, 323. Sorensen was 277 in the actual season. So pretty close there. Well, not close, but same type of leaders. Runs allowed, Flanagan 157. Have that. Earned runs. Flanagan led with 126. So Flanagan might be worse than his actual season. Oh, earned runs, 141. There it is. Earned runs 126. Home runs allowed, Jim Slayton at 38. Eckersley actually led the league with 30 home runs. Eckersley in the replay, not even, I guess he had 30 in the replay too, so 30 and 30. But he was outperformed by Leonard, Wilcox, and Slayton. So in the actual season, Slayton had 27 allowed. Alright. I know this has gone on for a while, but I love stats, so. Walks, Nolan Ryan, no surprise there, far and away the leader there with 150. In the actual season, he led the league with 148, and was far and away ahead of Gale, who was the next guy with 100. And in this one, Gale was third with 108, Flanagan 109. So Ryan again easily. Ryan led the league in strikeouts too. And in the actual season, Ryan led the league with 260. So Nolan Ryan led the league in walks and strikeouts, and led the league in walks and strikeouts in the actual season, in the replay too. Guidry next in strikeouts 247, and Guidry was next with 248 in the actual season. Leonard was third with 240 with 183 in the actual season. Leonard had 176 wild pitches. Long Ryan 21. And Ryan led with 13 in the actual season, so a lot more there. Okay. Fox came in with 8. See it in here. Okay, now picture that percentage. Nothing that exciting there. Point steals, against Ryan most. That's pretty much it there. Take a look at these stats if you'd like. Hits per 9 innings, that's kind of interesting. Like Guidry still led the league with 6.27. Did half hits per 9 innings. Oh, games finished, they had that with Boston started the league. National season 57. We don't have the hits for 9 innings here. But anyway, Guidry led the league 6.27. Eckersley 8.03, made the top 12. Deont actually was up there, 7.98. That's good. So Deont. Walks per 9 innings. Lowest is Ferguson Jenkins, 1.45. Eckersley was a new 2.13. As well as Bill Lee, 2.23. Case per 9 innings. How much things have changed now. There's a lot of batters with a lot of pitchers with over 9 strikeouts, especially closers with over 9 strikeouts. 9 is probably like kind of the norm. Kimball has almost 18, like 16 or 17 strikeouts per 9 innings. on average. Kent was up there, made the list. So the only Red Sox guy on there. Home runs allowed for 9 innings. David Clyde, the best for Cleveland. Opponent's batting average. Guidry still led the league there with a 195 against all his batters. Kent was there 237 against him. Eckersley made the list there 237 also. Caldwell, batters only hit lefties only hit 159. 218 overall against Caldwell. 159 lefties. Eckersley is only 195 against righties. Jenkins led the league there 151. Run support. See it here. So Mike Caldwell, Mike Caldwell led the, wow, he had the best ERA and the most run support, so that's why he had so many good games. 5.91. Mike Torres actually got a lot of run support too. He was second when he tied Figueroa. And Eckersley was up there too, 5.31. Keon too. Alright. Big Drago, excellent year. Made carried run to score percentage of only 22%, 220. He was the Big Drago, definitely the best reliever out of the bullpen for the Red Sox this year. And strikeouts over walks, Jenkins led the lead there. Eckersley on the list there, 230.31, and Keon on the list too. So Keon would have had a full season too. That might have made a difference too. So anyway, so those are your total leaders there. The league, and let's look at the final thing. This video has gone over an hour now. I kind of want to look at the. What's this? Oh, the teams. This is kind of interesting. The team averages here. The Red Sox led tied Kansas City for the league lead in average of 274. Home runs. Looks like they led the league here. 2 ahead of Milwaukee, 183 to 181. The most RBIs in the league, 774. Not many stolen bases at all. Pitching wise, Red Sox were 4th in the league with a 3.50 run. Yankees 3.20 ERA. Yeah, significant here. Opponent's average against 264. Kind of high. Not that high, I guess. Texas, they only hit pitches only allowed 248 average. Oh, sorry, Kansas City, there you go. Sorry, New York, actually, sorry. New York, opponent's average only 237. So the league total, league average was 3.88 earned average. They were below that. And the league average, they hit 263. The Sox were 11 points above that. That's interesting there. Secondary totals. Let's look at that. Go ahead. Fielding grand totals. So 39 of those errors were Hobson's out of 135 errors the Red Sox committed. And your profiles. Or the breakdowns. Strat. No injuries to report. Well, actually they were. Okay, newspaper style recap video. Alright, so these are the leaders here and everything. The record book though, this is kind of cool. Longest games, the mini game between Cleveland and the Yankees on July 27th. Red Sox played in a couple of those longest games there. Most runs, one team. 22 for California. versus the Red Sox. Wow. So, that was on August 26th. They beat us 22-3. Huh. Most hits, one team. California 25 against the Red Sox. Yankees with 24 against Milwaukee. The Red Sox with 23. They're high there. Most runs, both teams. Texas and Toronto at 29. Red Sox were involved in one of those on May 28th in Detroit. 16-9 they lost. California beat them. Most hits, both teams. Again, you can go on and on here. There's tons of stats. I'll just kind of go through them quickly. If you'd like to stop, go ahead. If I see anything interesting, I'll stop here. So he had 6 hits on August 27th against the California Angels. Gary Thomas had 5 strikeouts. Detroit, Oakland. Home runs. Rico Carty and Jim Rice each had 3 home runs. Jim Rice on September 28th. RBIs, Yastrzemski had 8 RBIs. No, 7 RBIs. August 27th. Haysel had 9 RBIs. Stolen bases, Willie Wilson had 5 in one game. And Bobby Sproul had recorded 36 outs in a game against Baltimore. He won his first game of the season, pitched 12 innings. Bobby Sproul was the longest outing in the year by any pitcher. And there was only one no-hitter. It was Frank Tanana. Against the Chicago White Sox on September 29th. So right at the end of the season, bunch of one-hitters, one by Mark the Bird Goodrich versus Texas. Like Norris, Scott McGregor, and Steve Homer. And I think that was a pitch for 2-hitter. It was one of the Red Sox guys that pitched well. So walks allowed, 12 wow. Ryan walked 12 batters in one inning. Larry Gurr struck out all allowed 20 hits. Strikeouts, Nolan Ryan had 14 twice and 13, so he had 3 there. They had another 12 strikeout and a couple of 12 strikeout ones too. Tom Underwood, Tim Underwood, on Toronto. Home runs allowed. Don Ellis, John Matlack, and Milt Wilcox and Kip Young. 5. Game score. Quality of the game. Bobby Sproul. So Bobby Sproul is tied for second with the best game score. Pitched 12 innings in a 13-inning game, and Nolan Ryan had the best one there, with 95 on 610. Okay, so this is the record book. And one other thing I want to find here, I want to find the voting here. Awards voting. Okay, so this is the last thing we'll check here. So Jim Rice wins the MVP. We expected. Ron Guidry's second, Don Baylor third. Jim Rice beats out Ron Guidry. Kurt Lynn actually had quite a few votes there. Finished 4th in the MVP one. Cy Young. Oh, so Ron Guidry still wins the Cy Young, surprisingly. I disagree with that one. I think Mike Caldwell had a much better season. We're going to compare those two just to see. But I think Mike Caldwell got ripped off there. Eckersley finishes 3rd. Still shot 4th. Figueroa didn't get a lot of love either. So all-star selections. Fisk with the catcher. With Gary Alexander. Jason Thompson over Eddie Murray. Jerry Remy with second base over Bump Wills. Greg Nels at third base over Doug Vicentes. Royce Smalley is short. Oh, I think Rick Burleson got. Royce Smalley might have more power there. He had more offense. Burleson did. Left field, of course, Jim Rice over Don Baylor. Jim Rice had the most votes of anybody, 4 million. Amos Otis in center over Fred Lynn, just beating out Fred Lynn. Right field, Bobby Bonds over Ken Singleton. Pitchers, Mike Caldwell, Eckersley, Switchrock, Jenkins, Figueroa, and Gossage. Yeah, this is where I don't get it. Mike Caldwell beats him out in the All-Star voting, but he loses to them in the Cy Young Award voting. So, kind of disagree with that one. Gold Glove selections. Martinez, Porter, Chambliss, Randolph, Nettles. Burleson did win a Gold Glove. Fred Lynn in center. Dwight Evans, the runner-up, in right. Silver Sluggers. Gary Alexander won that one over Tom Fisk. Jason Thompson over Eddie Murray. Dave McKay, definitely agree with that one, over Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy really isn't even close to a Silver Slugger, maybe average-wise. That was Smalley. Rice, of course. Fred Lynn was second there, and Bobby Bonds winning over Reggie Jackson. The Fireman of the Year, Dave Roche from California over Rich Gossage. Manager of the Year, Bob Lemon. Got first, Woody Herzog second, and Don Zimmer third. The Red Sox. Coach Vanberger definitely deserved an honorable mention there. Fifth with the Milwaukee Brewers, and Dave Garcia fourth for the Angels. So I do want to compare a couple of players here. So we'll close this one up. Go back and do this. Yeah, I guess we can go on the team stats. So let's go under primary. Let's go under California on Don Baylor. So Don Baylor hit 281 in the season. Hit 48 home runs, 141 runs batted in. Definitely an excellent season for Don Baylor. Let's take a look. David Roche here too, 159 ERA, 7-0 out of the 10. 32 saves, 90 innings pitched, 76 strikeouts. Let's look at Mike Caldwell here. So Mike Caldwell was 25-4 with a 1.86 earned run average. Nine shutouts in 25 complete games. Now let's look at Gidry. Gidry, 21-9, 2.21 earned average, 34 games, 21 complete games. Okay, only 2 shutouts though. Mike Caldwell had 9 shutouts in 25 complete games. 281 innings pitched. He did have a lot more strikeouts, but still. And I think Mike Caldwell got gypped there in the Cy Young Award. I definitely disagree with that, and I'm going to give it to Mike Caldwell. Definitely should win the MVP there. I mean, the Cy Young. 24 more wins, 9 shutouts, ERA much better to 1.86. I think they got gypped there. Maybe, I guess if you consider more valuable to your team, I don't know, I think Mike Caldwell still Caldwell should deserve that. Hopefully there's something else I want to look at too. Let's go back to the what was the other one? Maybe there wasn't another one. That might have been it. Yeah, I think Mike Caldwell definitely got gypped there. I guess that's it. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. And if there is, maybe think about it. We'll look it up later. But anyway, so those are your final stats here. Jim Rice wins the MVP. Deservedly so. And Ron Guidry gets the Cy Young, although I disagree with that one. I think Mike Caldwell definitely should have gotten that one there. I'll tell him, but I can't think of who it was now. Anyway, no worries. Oh, I did want to kind of look at that Nolan Ryan, his best game here. I kind of want to look at that. The record book. Best. Yeah. Oops. Record book here, yeah. Let's look and see what might have made that Nolan Ryan. So on 6-10 against California. So let's look at that. Nolan Ryan. On 6-10. Let's go back over here. This was the best pitching of the season by Nolan Ryan. Pitched a complete game, 2-hitter, no runs, no one runs, struck out, walked 2 and struck out 14. Okay, I guess you could, that would be the best pitching performance there. But again, I want to look at the Bobby Sproul here too. Bobby Sproul, definitely the surprise performance of the year. He pitched 3 games. Here it is. What is it? There we go. So Bobby Sproul goes 12 innings, gets the win, 3 hits, 1 run that was earned, 2 walks, and only struck out 3 though. Definitely a very extremely gutsy performance. They out-pitching the legendary Jim Palmer, who won 11 innings, following 4 hits and 1 run. So that was definitely the pitching matchup of the year. So, all right. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from High Ground Gaming. An excellent season. And I want to show you guys one more thing before I leave this off here. Thank you for those who have watched this whole thing. Not sure how many are actually still watching. A lot of stats there. Not everybody gets into the stats quite as much. Well, let's look at. I wanted to show you guys this right here. So I was simming the National League, and I originally got to the All-Star break, and then I kind of did it like the middle of August. I think I did it to the end of July, and then I did it to the middle of August, and then I did it to the end of August. When I got to the end of August, I kind of saw this. Los Angeles at the end of August is 89-44. 10 games better than in the actual season. So I'm kind of wanting to. Houston actually was performing much better than they did, also, but still very far behind. But I think I may, starting with September 1st, at least for a little while, I may play some Los Angeles Dodgers games because they have 29 games left. So even if they go 15 and 14 in those 29 games, they'll still win 104 games. So I kind of want to at least play some games with the Dodgers there. We'll see. Maybe not play all of them, but see if we can. Because on the actual season, they only won 95. So if they can win over 100, that would be cool. And that's if they just go 500. So they could win if they keep their pace up. I mean, 2 out of every 3 games. They could go, say, 20-9. They could win as much as 109 games or more, depending on how well they do in the last month. So that might be interesting to see. They might have a shot at beating Seattle for, I think, was it 114 games or something like that. That would kind of be stretching it. They'd have to go 11, 25, and 4, which would be really tough. But it's possible. I mean, because if you look at their totals here, they went, let's see it here, where is it? Where is it? Find it here. it's total team total here. Team stats. If you look at how they did each month here, where is it? Where is it? I mean, look at these totals. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they were 11-1 against the San Diego Padres. They were 10-2, and the San Francisco Giants, they were 13-1. They really did beat up on some teams. Trying to find their monthly totals here. Where was it? Where was it? We had the monthly totals. I can't remember where it was, but it was 9. They were 9-11 in the month of April, but every other month was like 20-8 or 20-9. It was pretty incredible actually. Let's look at this. Let's see if it's in here. Let's get rid of still got a lot of these other things open here. Close some of these up. Let's look at this again. League stats. But again, nothing too impressive as far as the pitching. Very good. And the Cardinals, Los Angeles and the Cardinals have both excellent. Yeah, I just don't know where the I'm kind of tired now, but that'd be under team stats here, I think. Oh, here it is. Just gotta scroll it down. No, that's not it. No, I was positive it was on here. But again, it was like 9-11 against in April, and it was like 20-8, 20-9, 19-8. You know, just really some incredible months. Other than the first month of the season. So I'm going to try to play a few of these games on camera, starting with the 1st of September, and see how that goes that we did the last month, and maybe play up the last month in anticipation to face either the Yankees or the Royals. And I do definitely plan on playing the Yankees and Royals series there with the pennant. So I'll play as Kansas City in that one. But anyway, I'll end the video here, so thank you for joining me. It's been Higher Ground Gaming. Thank you all who watched and made it through this video and watched through the season. Definitely appreciate you guys watching my first completion of the season. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do next. We'll probably take a break after we finish this one, and like I said, we'll probably play some more games with the Los Angeles Dodgers and definitely some of the playoff games up until the World Series from 78. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the future videos. Bye-bye now.